This is going to be the most vulnerable video I've ever made on the internet, and probably my family may ask me to take it down, and you'd understand the reasons as to why as I go through this video. So, I need to heal. There is a lot of healing that I need to do, but I've been in denial for a very long time that I really need to heal. I've got trauma that I never understood that it would affect me. I always thought that I'm a strong woman, I can get through it. I am a firstborn child. I'm from an African background, and I've grown up with a family that is completely distant. I don't have any uncles or aunties or cousins that I'm close to in a way. I do have both my parents alive, but we are not close. So for everything that I've gone through as a child, as an adult, I have managed to learn it on my own, correct myself where I feel wrong, pat myself on the back to say that I'm doing okay and I'm doing right. If I do cry throughout this video, just allow me to, because it's the most open thing I can just put out there. So I have been in situations whereby I've said I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, and I have tried as much as I can to do it, but this has been leaking through my friendships, my relationships, every kind of relationship, colleague wise, everyone. My lack of has made me rely on other people to fill in the void and to fill in the gap in the sort of comments which I would say that you can do it, if I can do it then you can do it. But I would sit down and sometimes I would have very exciting news or something that has happened to me that is bizarre, and I don't have nobody to call to say I've got the greatest news, or something great has happened, or maybe I've seen this new guy and I sort of like him, what do you think I should do? I've just jumped into things and done them the best way that I can. I come from a family where both my mom and my dad are alive, but I'm not close to them at all. They are there as my parents, but there is nothing more to it that I can, put, in terms of growing up and nurturing and helping. And because of that, I've been this angry person. I pray. I've always asked God, why am I like this? A lot of things that the world says about me, that people say about me, is not how I see myself, is not how I perceive myself, is not even how my family sees me. If the people that are close to me don't even see that, then what is really going on? Healing is a very strong journey, but opening up and talking is one of the things that I have never kind of spoken about. I've never owned up to people and say that person is my best friend, because I've always had like trust issues. As I was growing up, I was always, all of us, me and my brothers, I'm the third, I'm the first, within 3 children. I was always put from one family member to another, from one auntie to another during holiday time. So we moved around and we moved about, and sometimes we were never together. We're in different parts of the country, 3 or 4 hours away from each other. And we tried as much as we can to grow up in the best way that we can. We all have our experiences of how we experienced when we were growing up, but it was tough because everyone had a different standard. I never had someone that was solid there that I could run to and talk to and say things to as I was growing up as a child. I just felt like I had to mask, I had to be strong, I had to be there for my brothers, and I had to be there for myself, because that's the protection I can try to build. Even till now, I still do things on my own. I get through things on my own. I cry on my own. I don't share anything. Like, no one would ever know my deepest secrets, because they stay with me and they're with me, and I never get to share with them anybody. So it's got to a point whereby in my life, and I say to myself, I need to heal, and it's time that I accept that I'm broken. It's hard for me to say on the internet that I'm someone that is broken, but I think and I feel like every single person has trauma and they are broken. There are a lot of things that we accept as human beings as a normality of growing up because of the environment that we're in. But as you get older, you realize that those things are not normal. You start having children and those things start to, leak out to your children. You start parenting your children the way you were parented, and you knew that the way in which they parented you, you didn't accept it. I don't sit around and blame my parents, because they also, no one gave them a manual of how to take care of me and what to do. And even now, they probably don't even know what to do with me, because I've learned to grow in my own way. So correcting me is difficult, but encouraging me and seeing where am I in my life is a much better thing, or is a much better way for me, nourishing what I've got. But in me saying that, it's like, if there are things in your life that you feel like are a burden, speak through them. Do not accept things in life that you think it's normal within our culture, it's normal within our country, it's normal to be like this. No, it's not. It's not, and it's hard. And as much as I pray sometimes to God and I say, God, can they see it? Can they understand it? Can they see it from my perspective? Why can they not see it from my perspective? Why do I have to go through all these things all over and on my own, And it becomes very difficult, You become very shielded, very sheltered, very quiet, very resentful, and you hate a lot of things. You don't understand family dynamics because you've never had that kind of, family and friends around you. You don't have that close knit of people. But if you are going through something in your life and you don't understand, sometimes you need to have a self-reflection within yourself and have a bit of self-awareness within yourself to understand that now is the time. I believe that every single one of us needs therapy, and me coming from an African background, mental health and therapy are not things that are normal. The normal thing is you just have to pray to God or be strong. You just can't do it because our mothers and our grandparents did it, so you can do it. So it spirals up. It becomes really difficult to kind of be free and let loose. There are so many people that I know, so many friends that I associate with that I know are struggling with things in their life, but they can't express them because they come from an African culture which really, really looks down on anyone who tries to speak up about how they feel. Feelings and emotions are weakness when it comes to a sort of African setting. So you grow up knowing that I cannot show weakness, And sometimes, when it comes to my brothers, they would say, you have to be strong, we have gone through it. And I'm just like, you don't really have to. You can let it out. You can express exactly what you're feeling, and in the most gentle way, It's hard because my defense mechanism as a person became anger and defensiveness because I never felt heard and I never felt listened to. So the only way that the people that I wanted to listen to me would listen to me is when I become angry or I shout. And when I did those things, or when I do those things, that's when they listen to me. But it doesn't have to get to that point to feel like I should be listened to or you should be listened to. And it becomes a very difficult situation. And I am on a journey whereby I need to start healing. I need to start embracing my softness. I have a full video that I'm going to do about shedding the masculine shield, because that has come with that, where I'm going to be expressing a lot of things and talking a little bit of a story of how all this has built up, because I feel like I kind of self-mothered and self-fathered myself. And because I have done that, I feel like no one has the capacity or the standard to calm me down or to heal me or to help me in every situation. I haven't had any friend that I've felt that's come through for me in places that I've actually needed it, because maybe I've not said to them or they have never expressed to me. And that is not any blame for anything to do with friendships, but it comes down to me as a human being. I may be saying a lot of things that don't make sense, but I'm just trying to say to you that if you're going through anything that is very painful, let loose, cry, hun, reach out. And I want anyone who is watching this video to feel safe enough to send me a message, to talk with me, so we can talk through this, we can go through this journey together, and we can start healing ourselves. Because one of the beautiful things about life and growing, I'm 30 years old now, and I feel like I've just started my journey of growth. And because I've just started my journey of growth, I just want to kind of let it out and start this journey of healing and letting loose. It's really a tough journey. It's hard because sometimes you feel naked, and sometimes you feel uncomfortable, and sometimes you feel like this is a reason as to why I don't talk to people. It's a reason as to why I don't say things to people. And if you're in that kind of situation, girl, I have got you. You are free to message me and talk to me throughout this whole, healing journey, because it's so painful. Being this independent woman that can do it all, technically, it's just my coping mechanism. Do I really want it, or do I really, feel like it's good? Yes, it served me to an extent, but now it has stopped serving me. That is now causing me a lot of pain. There are so many aspects of my life and my journey that if you break down, you would say, wow. You break them down and you would be like, wow. I have like this person that smiles a lot, very jolly, helping other people to heal. But inside of me, I also needed healing. I also need healing. I read something somewhere that says that people share things passionately, share things from a place of pain. Okay? Someone who is telling you about a financial journey, they have had nothing at some point, if you watch it. Or someone talks about relationships, they are talking about relationship from a point of pain, or narcissist behavior from people, because they have gone through that in a way. So for me, when I share online and I help women online, or I've done a lot of TikTok videos that have caused a lot of healing, I did a life coach, and I've done all those kind of things, it has always come from a point of pain. I am in pain myself, and it's hard for me to say that I'm in pain myself, because even right now in the situation whereby I live, or where we are, it's not good, it's not great, but I always believe and have faith that one day it will change. And I hope this is not just for women. I hope even men come up and say, you know what, I have to find a point in my life whereby I need to start healing. I need to start letting loose. If I need to cry, let me cry, and let me be free, because the reason as to why I say to myself I need to heal is because of the freedom that I want to feel. I want to feel free. I want to feel like I can openly talk and not feel scared of someone judging me. I can openly talk and not feel trust issues flowing. I can openly talk and not feel like I'm going to be misinterpreted. Or I can openly, cry without being looked at as a girl that is weak, that can't hold it together, and who is very emotional, because it gets very tiring as time goes on. And that's literally it. And as much as I want to carry on talking, there are lots of things that I would say, but if you want me to make a video more about this healing process, let me know. By the time my family watch this, they'll probably say to me, you can't say this, you can't talk about this. But at the end of the day, this is my life, and I can't shield it, and I can't hide it away anymore, and this is exactly how I feel. Someone will be like, just go and talk to a therapist. But I say to myself, there are a lot of people that even going to a therapist is a scary thing, but to know that there is someone out there who feels the same way they feel, or who has come to a point whereby they say they need healing, maybe it would feel a little bit less daunting, and they can actually go and speak to someone or communicate to someone. But you're going to realize that it's going to be uncomfortable when you start this healing journey. You are going to get to a point whereby you would think that everyone knows your secrets. And also you'd get to a point in your life whereby you'll be like, I can't do this no more. But you're going to get better at it. I'm going to end this video here and just leave it as open as it can be. I haven't edited anything out of this video. So for whatever you see is whatever I have said. Maybe I've added a little bit of music and all that just to make it, sound a little bit better. But let me know what you need to heal from, what your healing journey looks like, or do you think that you need some healing, or there's some trauma that you need to uncover and bring to the surface. Apart from that, I'm going to end this video now before I end up crying, and I'm going to record my next video, which probably may carry on with this one. So you know what, check out for it, and I shall see you in the next video. Until next time,